Hi guys, welcome to today's stock deep dive, and today I'm going to be sharing with you on Micron, right? We are going to deep dive on Micron, and I suspect the next big move is going to come from Micron, right? Okay, I know that it has hit all-time high. It has more than triple or even quadruple in price, depending on where you go in, right? But today I'm going to disciple the next big move on Micron. So make sure you stay tuned to get a better informed decision moving ahead if you decide to invest or even trade on Micron, right? Okay, but without further ado, let's get right on into some important information and disclosure, right? This session or this information that I'm sharing with you is all for educational purposes only. This content is created for informational and educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial investment, legal, or tax advice, not a recommendation. Any analysis, charts, or company mentions are for learning and discussion purposes and do not represent a buy, sell, or hold recommendation or any specific trading or investing instructions. No license. I'm not a MAS licensed financial advisor. You should conduct your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Market risk. Investing and trading do involve risk. Markets can be volatile, especially in sectors affected by news, earnings, regulations, or clinical developments. Losses may occur. No guarantee. Past performance, historical data, technical patterns, or dividend history do not guarantee future results. Data accuracy. Information is based on publicly available sources as of 1st of June 2026. Accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed, right? Okay. Let's talk about Micron, right? Okay. But before we talk about Micron, I want to go back all the way to November 26, where I did a video on Google and NVIDIA and talk about the alternative in terms of the alternative stocks that you can actually look at, right? Apart from Google and NVIDIA. And in that video on the 26th November, right, just last year, 2025, I talk about the alternative stocks to look at that is of better potential, right, is Micron, right? One of them is Micron. And at that point of time, the price of Micron was only about $224, right? And as of 29th of May, it has hit a high price of $981. This is a dollar difference, a profit of a jump, a stock price increase of $756 ish, right? And in terms of percentage difference, this is like 400%, right? Jump from 200 over to 900 over dollars. Now, and like I say, I strongly suggest you go through my channel and actually watch the 26th of November when I talk about Google and NVIDIA and talk about the alternative stock to look at, and one of them is actually Micron, right? Okay, so you can get a better picture and also learn something from the video. Why back then, even though it was $200 over, it was at all-time high, I still feel like it is still a very good stock for a high potential stock for it to go much higher, right? Okay, now, so go ahead and search for that video, right? Or I put the link somewhere in the description. You can click on the link on the description to actually go into it, right? Okay, now let's talk about Micron, right? Okay, a global memory leader, right? And the key business pillars that it actually focuses on, and that is cloud and data center, right? They manufacture high performance memories for servers that power AI and the internet, right? They are also into mobile and client, right? Memory for manufacturing memory chips for smartphone and personal computers. And then they are also into automotive and embedded such that specialized chips for cars, right? And also they are into storage like solid state drive, which is called SSD, right? Hard drive for laptops and large data centers as well, right? So their footprint for Micron is that Micron is a major American company that operates manufacturing plants globally and labs globally as well, right? Providing the so-called memory or brain that store and move data in almost every modern electronic devices, right? Okay, so a lot of devices, digital devices out there do need memory chips, right? Okay, so Micron main focus is on memory chips, right? Okay, now recent financial performance is that 2025 revenue is approximately $30.1 billion. Now 2026 guidance is that it's going to reach much higher levels, and like what you say, around 80 to $100 billion for the full year. That is estimated to be around triple the revenue of 2025, right? Okay, and the positive part about this company is that there is massive demand for high bandwidth memory, right? And it's driving their record sales as well, right? And the risk side on this company is that they are they have high spending on new factories and equipments, and this may reduce their total cash available in the short term, right? And for the road ahead, they are focused on AI. They are rapidly increasing production of their high-speed memory, right? HBM3E, right? To supply to companies like NVIDIA. And their key growth drivers is the AI data centers, right? Companies building AI need a lot of memory, right? Okay, so this will boost Micron sales, and also they're focusing on next gen tech, right? Transitioning to 1 gamma, right? A more efficient and advanced way to make chips, right? And also lower their cost, improve performance as well. In terms of capital allocation, the company recently increased their dividend by 30%, right? Okay, that's a lot of increase, right? A one-time jump, showing confidence that it may continue to reward shareholders while building new plants in US and in India as well, right? Those are the innovation and road ahead for them, but there are key risks to consider for Micron as well. Market cycles, especially for memory chips. Memory chips cycle always go through a boom and bust period where prices may drop quickly if there is too much supply. And geopolitical issues as well. Trade rules between US and other countries may limit where Micron may sell their products, right? And it might limit their sales from that viewpoint, right? And competition, right? Other large companies in South Korea and China may produce similar chips at lower prices, which may be strong competition for them, and also may affect their profit margin and also sales as well, right? Final thoughts is that Micron is currently riding a massive wave of AI growth, right? But investors and traders should always balance the excitement of new technology with the fact that the chip prices may change rapidly due to global supply and demand. Now, let's take a look at the dividends. Dividends wise, the stock pays a quarterly dividend of 15 cents per share, right? And in terms of earnings outlook, earnings per share for 2026 is projected to be significantly higher than previous years, and should reach about $18 to $21. Now, this is compared with 2025 of $1.30 is a huge jump, right? It's a huge jump. And for context, you can see 2024 it was in a loss, right? It was negative $1.30, right? And 2022 was $8, and 2021 was $6. Now, growth forecast. In terms of growth forecast, the primary driver is high bandwidth memory for AI, right? And Micron supply for 2026 is already sold out, right? It is already providing steady revenue for them. Valuation wise, the stock has a forward price to earnings ratio of approximately 18 times to 20 times. This is higher than its 5-year average of approximately 15 times. But that is also because investors are paying for the high AI growth, right? And that is also why the PE ratio, right, is slightly higher also. Now, let's take a look at the technical levels, right? Okay, and why I think that there might be a big move soon, right? Okay, so the stock is currently in a strong uptrend, reaching all-time highs as the AI boom continues, right? And it is still continuing to hit all-time high as of the last trading day, which is last Friday, before this video is recorded, right? Okay, so let's take a look at what's going to happen by showing you the chart, right? Okay, so over here you can see it has been in a long-term uptrend, right? Okay, and way back in November, right? Way back in November when, in fact, November 26, right? Okay, which is somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around here, okay? So let me just draw a line to show you. Over here, right? Okay, so you can see over here, 26th of November, right? Where roughly that was the time where I recorded my video and uploaded it. You can see that I said that it was a better alternative to look at compared with Google and video, right? And I say again, do go through my channel to look for the video on the 26th of November, right? So that you can see what I said back then, right? Okay, but if we were to look at it, right? Okay, way back last year November, right? Okay, it was already hitting all-time high, right? It was already hitting all-time high. And back then, I still continue to say that it might correct a little bit, right? Have some consolidation before continuing going higher. And it did, right? Okay, it did. And it was a massive, big move over here, right? Okay. Now, my point here is that the next, the support level, right? Okay, if you look at it, it has risen up a lot in whether it's the daily time frame, monthly time frame, or even a weekly time frame, right? Okay. Now, if we were to look at it, the next very good support level is actually over here at 311.49, right? Okay, 311.49 somewhere here, right? Okay, at this level, but it is still a very far support compared with current far support price level, right? Quite far away from current price level, right? Because the price level right now is as of last Friday closing is $971, and the support over here, the nearest support over here is 311-ish, right? Okay, $311-ish. Now, is it going to come down all the way? Don't think so, right? At least not in the short term, especially right now it's still very bullish, right? Okay, in terms of resistance, because there is no technical levels ever hitting much higher than this, there will we can only talk about a psychological resistance level, right? Okay, and normally psychological resistance level, since the price right now is here, we will talk about the $1,000, right? Okay, it's a psychological resistance level that many investors and traders will look at, right? Now, in a likely in the short term, right, it might just break above this $1,000 price level, right? Okay, and the question here is, if it's going to stay bullish, right, it will stay above this $1,000 price level, right? Okay, now my take here is that, okay, after the possibility that it breaks above $100 per share is very high, and but the possibility that it stay above $1,000 and still continue to be bullish is not that high, right? Okay, so what is the likely scenario that might happen? Okay, the likely scenario that might happen is that let me just delete this one off first, right? Okay, and like I say, do look at my 26th of November video to have a better idea of why I said that it was going to go higher, right? Okay, likely to go higher, right? Okay, and it did, right? Okay, so but right now, short term wise, likely to the most probable scenario that I see right here, right now, is that it is also likely to break new high, right? And another few more new high, maybe even break above $1,000 and much higher, right? Okay, but after that, it might not stay that way, right? It might not stay that way because it is already way overbought, establishing a bubble, technical bubble kind of territory. So, but here's the thing, technical bubble can continue to grow bigger, right? Bubble can go bigger, right? It's just like you blowing a balloon, the balloon can actually go bigger before it bursts, right? Okay, just like a bubble, right? Okay, even though it's in a technical bubble, it can go bigger. Bubble can go bigger, right? Simple as that, right? Okay, it can go bigger, and after it go bigger, then it bursts is also possible. Meaning like it can still go higher, right? But definitely when the bubble bursts, it's going to cause a sharp sell-off, right? Okay, likely that is the case lah. Likely that is the case. So a sharp move like this up, when it's coming down, it could be similar strong move like the other way down, right? Okay, so and that I foresee is a most probable scenario to happen, and that is to break new highs, right? And break above $1,000, but very soon, right? Maybe even within the next 2 to 3 months, right? The bubble will be very extended, right? Okay, it will grow bigger to the point that people will start taking partial profit, right? Or even taking profit taking, and it will cause a sell wave, right? Because always in all markets there is up wave over here, sell wave down, up wave, sell wave, up wave, down, sell wave, up wave, and consolidation phase and up wave also, right? So, but my point here is once this up wave is exhausted, the next down wave might be a strong one, right? And I'm not saying the up wave is over. Like say in the short term, the up wave could break highly likely to break above $1,000 and much higher. But after that, once the up wave or the buying wave is exhausted, right? And when the sell wave starts, it might be as strong as the up wave that we seen much earlier this year, right? Okay, that started from April all the way to now, right? Okay, now having said that, okay, I have pointed out with you the support level, right, which is quite far from current price anyway, and also the psychological resistance level of $1,000. So possible bull case is price establishing new highs, like I mentioned earlier, trading above $1,000 and staying above $1,000. The bear case is that price stop establishing new highs and start going lower, right? Okay, that is a probable case, but the most probable case that I see is that price will continue to establish a few more new highs, breaking above $1,000 like I said earlier. But after that, right, once the up wave have exhausted its move, a sell wave will resume, and that sell wave might start to sell the stock down, the stock will start to correct, and maybe even move in a big way for the sell wave, right? Okay, so take note of that, and hopefully you can use this information to help yourself to trade better, right? But in terms of trading, right, always use a fixed risk percentage based on capital, and in this case it could be 1 or 2% maximum, right? Okay, and I generally use 1%, right? So that even if a loss, right, whether it's a trade whether to trade Micron up or down, right, if I'm wrong, I only lose 1%, right? Okay, now correlations is look at SOXX, which is a semiconductor exchange traded fund, and Micron often move in tandem with other chips makers like NVIDIA and AMD as well, but of course also move in tandem with SOXX, right? Okay, so a lot of times SOXX starts to come down, a lot of chip makers in that will start to come down as well, right? Okay, and also as it move up, you can see SOXX also start moving higher as well, right? Okay, now pre-trade consideration, check important dates such watch out for earnings calls, right? Normally of earnings calls do affect the stock price and swing the stock price does move a lot during earnings call, right? Okay, and also manage your position size so that a sudden drop in price doesn't affect your capital, right? And also keep an eye on capital expenditure for the company, right? Because and also other companies as well, because if they spend less on AI, there's less demand for Micron stock and Micron chips, and the stock may be affected as well, right? Okay, now that's all from me, right, on Micron, and I'll share with you what is the more possible next big move coming soon, right? Soon, not here yet, right? Also do monitor this, and I'll maybe a few weeks or few months from now, I can record an update about its next future move on Micron as well, right? Okay, so without further ado, thank you for watching, and we noticed that a lot of you have not subscribed to our channel, right? Okay, and if you want this type of work shown to you, right, we put in a lot of effort, research, and due diligence to get the best information to you, and so share. Also spending a lot of our time and effort to edit our videos to make sure like it's smooth for you, right? Okay, so if you do like watching our channel, staying in our channel, do like our channel, do subscribe to our channel, and like our video as well, right? You will do by you doing it, it's totally free, right? Okay, number one, it's free to do it, to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Number two is that if you do it, right, we see our direction is right, we will do more videos like this, right? Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon.
I hope you loved the video and learned something new from it. If you want to receive more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notification. And if you want to learn more about the trade to win formula that I use in my trades, click on the link or button around this video to join my next free online workshop. In the workshop, you'll learn everything from finding the best opportunities to making consistent winning trades in the markets. I'll see you on the inside.